Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I think we're all set up. We have a few people still coming in here, but I think we're just about ready to go. My name is Daniel Young. I'm the content manager for One-on-One Internet. So thank you for joining us for the One-on-One My Website webinar. Just to let everyone know, this webinar is more for beginners to the My Website product. So we'll be giving a general overview of what it is, the process of setting up your website, the basics of how to edit your site, as well as some of the features that are available to you once you have My Website. Also, to make everyone aware, after this presentation, we'll also be posting the video on our YouTube channel for your reference. That is at youtube.com/oneand1 with and spelled out. You'll also be able to find some of our older webinars on that channel as well. So we'll be presenting for about 45 minutes today, and then we'll leave some time afterwards for a bit of Q&A. Also, during the webinar, we have a helper here with us answering questions that we might not be able to get to at the end. So if you have questions, just feel free to type them into your questions pane, and then we should be able to get to them. Once again, my name is Daniel Young. Joining us today is Hillary Close, the product manager for One-on-One My Website. Hillary, thank you for joining us.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
Okay, so if we're all ready to get started, let's take a look at the agenda for today. Just a reminder, you don't need to write all of this information down because we'll be sending a follow-up email afterwards. It'll have a link to the slides and then also a recording of the presentation once we can get it up and on YouTube. So for the agenda today, basically we'll start off just giving an overview of what my website is for those of you that don't know, or for those of you that could use a little refresher or more information about it. From there, we'll kind of talk about the different packages that are available. My website comes in 3 different levels of price points with different features in each level, of course. And then from there, Hillary will go over a tutorial about just basically everything that you can do once you have the My Website product. So logging in, using your control panel, editing the settings for your website, editing the content, which might be the most important thing that people are interested in today. And then we have 2 new things with regards to that. One of them is the web apps, which Hillary will go into later, just basically being able to add new things to your website. And then using the SEO Spotlight tool, which benefits your website in search engines. And then finally, we'll talk about how to use your site analytics from your My Website control panel. And then at the end, we will go over any questions that we see coming in, and we'll answer everything that we can in the time allowed. So now if we jump over to our browser, where we can show you basically how to get to my website. This is the oneandone.com homepage. Okay, so Hillary, can you explain what My Website is before we get into it?
Sure. So One-on-One My Website was developed by us for people who have a small business and they want to create a web presence for themselves, but they don't want to hire a developer, and they don't want to pay a lot of money to work with someone, and they also want to be able to make updates whenever they want. And so One-on-One My Website is a really easy-to-use tool that allows you to get your website up and running really quickly, and then after that you can make all kinds of changes whenever you want. So the really great benefit of it is that you don't have to wait for a designer or a developer to make changes. You can make changes whenever you want. It's really easy to use. The really great thing about it also is that it comes with industry-specific content for over 140 different types of industries. So if you have, in particular, a restaurant or something else, it'll come with the content that's perfect for your type of industry, and it really acts as a starting point. So that way you can start to create your website, and you don't have to start from scratch. So it makes it really easy for people to get online really quickly.
Okay, great. Just to help us as we go through this tutorial, I'd like to ask our first poll question. Basically, we just want to know how many of you might already have the My Website package, and how many of you don't have it and are thinking about it, and then it can kind of help us tailor the presentation to what everyone is thinking. So it looks like 2/3 of you have a My Website, and maybe 1/3 is just here to learn more about it, to see if it's something that can benefit what they're trying to do. So from there, we can jump back to the One-on-One homepage. This is just oneandone.com, and Hillary can go over how to get to the My Website page and kind of what you can expect once you get there.
Okay, so once you're on the home page, there's a lot of different ways you can connect to my website, but the easiest is just to go to My Website in the browser. When you get there, you'll come to the landing page. As you see, we're running a really great promotion right now. The first 6 months are 50% off. So basically 101.com, and then my website, click on my website business. Then you'll come to the landing page, and this is a really great landing page that we just launched in September. It gives you a lot of really good information. There's a demo video, there's a tour which explains all of the different features of my website. It also has testimonials from customers that have used us, and also information on how to switch to 101 if you're thinking about it. The really great thing this month is that for the month of November, we have a really good promotion. So for the first 6 months, customers will pay 50% off. So normally the basic is $9.99, the plus package is $19.99, and the premium is $29.99. But this month we're having half off for the first 6 months. So you'll get your 30-day free trial, and then after the first 30 days, you'll start being charged $4.99 for the first 6 months, and then after that, for the last 6 months, you'll go up to the regular price. But it's a really great savings, and so we encourage you to, if you're thinking about purchasing on my website, the month of November will probably be the best promotion that we have going for the next couple of months. But just really quickly to walk you through the different packages, the basic package is really just a basic online presence. So it's going to give you everything you need. You'll be able to select your industry. You'll also be able to use social media tools like Facebook. You'll be able to connect with your LinkedIn account. It's a really great starting point. So if you're looking just to get started, feel free to get the basic package, and then you can always upgrade whenever you want. It's really easy to do that from your control panel. The Plus package includes a lot of really great features. If you look down here, it includes, we've actually just doubled our images within our image library. We used to only have 12,000 images. Now we have over 25,000 images for you to choose from, and you can use them throughout your site. They're really great images, and you don't have to worry about copyright infringement or anything like that. We've paid for them, and so we've given them to you to use within your website. The premium and the Plus and the premium packages also include SEO Spotlight, which is a really great tool that we just launched in September. And it helps customers optimize their website so that they can get better search engine rankings within Google. So it will explain what SEO is for you, and it will walk you step by step through all the things that you need to do in order to gain a better search engine ranking. We'll actually walk you through that later to show you how that works. We've also just launched our professional web apps. This is a really great feature as well because it allows you to add lots of different things to your website so that you can make your website be as interactive and engaging for your customers as possible. We have Skype. We have all kinds of things. You can also use lots of different stores to sell products that you can just install on your website, and it's really just a couple clicks and then you're working already to sell things. We'll show you how to do that as well later. Another really great feature in the Premium and Plus is the mobile optimization, mobile website optimization, so that any customer can look at your website from their mobile phone. It's a really great feature now. Everyone is searching for local businesses on their phone. And then last but not least, you can also sell your products online. We do have a quick shopping cart which allows you to use PayPal to sell to your customers, and that's included in the Plus and Premium package as well. The big addition to the premium package is our SEO Ready service, which is actually a team of experts that we have that work to optimize your website for search engines for you. So they do all the work for you, and that's why the premium package is a little more expensive.
Okay, great. So my website is great because it's useful for any level of technical expertise. If you're a beginner and don't really know anything about the back end of HTML codes or anything like that, you don't really need that to make a functional website, but also the more technical users are able to design sites more easily as well. So before we get to the tutorial, basically we just want to get a gauge of what everyone's level of expertise is. Again, this can help us kind of go through the tutorial based on what where everyone's at with their knowledge of the back end of creating a website. You should be seeing the results of the poll here. It's kind of a split between beginner and intermediate. We have a few experts joining us, so that's a pretty good split as we go through the next part of the tutorial. So now if we go back to our screen, Hillary can actually show you how to log into my website once you have the product.
There's actually a couple of different ways that you can log in to my website once you have the product. When you first sign up for it, you're going to get a welcome email, which includes your link. And it depends on whether or not you may have selected a domain at that time, but you'll just click on that link and it'll bring you right to your website. So this is our example, Chesterbrook Cycles. This is our example website. And basically all you do is once you have the website and you log in, you can either type in your domain name once you have your domain connected, or you click on the link again from the welcome page. And at the bottom down to the right, you'll see login. You click on login, and then you just type in your password, and then it will log in for you so that you'll be in editing mode. Once you've logged in, then you'll be able to see all the different things that you can do within the editing mode. Another way that you can log in is you can go to your control panel by going to admin.oneandone.com, and then you'll just type in your customer ID and your password there. And that's how you can get to your website if you don't remember the link or you don't have your domain set up yet. Otherwise, let's go into the details of how you can edit your website.
Once you're in this part, you can see you're kind of in the hub of everything you get to do managing your website. So if we just go down, you'll see a little toolbar on the side that's kind of like your roadmap for putting your website together. So if Hillary can just go through some of our steps, and it'll teach everybody about what they can do.
Great. So actually the first time that you log in, your help section will show up. And this is a really great section that we've just added to the toolbar, which allows you to check out all kinds of different videos that we've done on how to log into your website, how to edit your content. This video explains how you work with your domain, how you can create a domain for your website. This shows you about images, your layout, your style, all different ways to work within my website. So we encourage you, after the webinar, these are really helpful to help you get started within your website. As well as in the help overview section, these are all frequently asked points that you might be looking for, and you can just select on those to get more information. As well as you can always call our customer service phone number, which is included in your welcome email. Let's start with, let me just show you the layout section. The layout section is where, if you want to, you can go through the different layouts and you can select a different layout. When your website first is sent to you, it's going to be set up for you. If you like it, that's great. If not, the great thing is that you can customize it. We now have over 202 different layouts for you to choose from, and they're all organized by different categorizations. So basically this one, background image, these are all of the layouts that are going to have a background image that you might like. Those are kind of creative. So we also have the classic templates or the layouts. You can also sort by the name of the layout if you know the name of a layout that you're looking for, or for example the last used layout. It'll tell you what you've had today, what you had in the last 3 months, and so that's a really great way to search for different layouts. Another thing you can do, which is really cool, is you can actually preview a different layout. So let's see what this one would look like. You can see it a lot bigger within your screen, and you'll either decide to select that or cancel. And up here in the details section, it'll tell you what parts of the layout that you're actually able to edit. So that's really great. And then you can also scroll through this way. So this is a really easy to use layout section. I'm going to hit cancel because I like the way that my layout is right now. Next, I'm going to go to the style section. So once you've selected a layout, if you do want to be able to make changes, make sure that you're selecting a layout that allows you to make different changes. So for example, I can change all different fonts within here. I can change the fonts of my headings, all the text, and the really great thing about this section is that when you make a change to the heading, it'll apply it to all the pages of your website. So you don't have to go through each page and make those changes. Another really great thing is the color scheme. You can scroll through to see what colors you can change and how it would look. And you can preview one, or you can click cancel if you're not interested. Another really great thing is if you have a specific color that you use for your company, for example, maybe in your logo, or you have a lot of companies have corporate colors that they use. If you can't find it, you can always type it in right there. So that's great for people who really want to customize and make sure that they're matching their corporate colors. This is a really cool section, which I love. This is the background. So you can choose to have no background pattern image, which is what we have right now, or you can change it. So you can change it to make it have all different types of background patterns and styles, and you can see the preview up here of how it would look, which is really great. Also, you can choose a wallpaper pattern, which I think is cool. It really allows you to customize your website and get the look and feel that that you're looking for. So we recommend that you play around and you really take full advantage of this section, because it will allow you to be really creative and make your website your own and really unique. So that's the style section. And now we're getting into the meat of editing your website. This is the section, Insert Elements, where you're going to find everything that you need to make changes to your website. And I don't know, some people may have had my website for a while, and you may notice that everything, we still have all the same function and functionality, but we've actually we've incorporated some really nice design elements so that everything looks the same across the tool no matter what section you're working in. We've also changed the insert elements. You used to highlight over here to get to update sections, which you still can do, but now we've added drag and drop functionality, which I think is a really great, easy to use feature. So in the basics section, as you can see, in this section, it's all highlighted by the type of widgets and the type of edits that you want to make to your website. Right now, I'm within the basics section, and this is where if you wanted to add a text box, you just click and you drag it over to the page, and you highlight the mouse, and you just decide where you want to put it. So let's say I want to add another text box here. It opens the text box for me. And as you can see, it's just like using a Word document. It's really easy to type in here and make changes really quickly. The other thing you can do is you can just, if you see that you have a typo or you want to add something, just click in the text box. It'll bring up the box, the text that you have in there currently, and then you can just make edits within there. Just make sure you click Save. If you don't click Save, your edits won't be changed, or your edits won't be made. Let's look at some other things in here. This is also where you'd add an image to your website. So if I wanted to add an image, you just click on the image, you drag it over, and you drop it where you want to place it on the page. And then the really cool thing about this is that it will allow you to either upload an image that you already might have on your computer, or you can go to our image library. And this is what we were talking about in the Plus and the Premium packages. We include the image library, and now it includes over 25,000 images for you to choose from. And the other great thing is that it has a search box. So you're able to just search in this box for what you're looking for. And if you want to search for bicycle, you just type in bicycle and then click search, and it will search for the image. It'll bring back all kinds of images that you can use, and then you can decide whether you want to keep it or not, or keep searching.
While we're waiting, we do see a lot of questions coming in about using your own images, which is possible using my website.
Yeah, so actually you would just select this tab, Own Image, and then you would click on Browse, and that would bring up your computer, and that's when you'd save an image to your computer, and then you can upload it. So there are my results actually. So again, we're going to search for bicycle. There we go. Okay, so now it's going to show you all of the images you can choose from. As you can see, we have over 1,630 images for bicycle. And so the really cool thing about this is you can take one and you can preview it to see it bigger if you can't see it in the slideshow. You would select Insert, and then Make sure again that if you like it, you can actually align it either left, you can center it, or you can put it on the right side of your page. You can also make it bigger or make it smaller. And then a really great thing here too is that if you know some SEO, it's always really good to label your images, because then that will help you with search engine optimization. And so if you know that someone's going to be looking for your bike shop and you have a bicycle image, you can name it, something, and that will help you with your search engine optimization. So I'm going to click Insert. Oh, I already clicked Insert. I'm going to click Save, and then my image will be there. Let's see what else we have over here. Over here, you can also choose to add an image with text. These are horizontal lines. This is if you do have some code and you want to install something, you can use this drag and drop. You can also drag and drop a table onto your page. Going through multimedia, this is where you'll find all the things that you'd want basically if you wanted to upload a flash movie, if you have a movie that showcases your business or your products or your services, you can do that here. You can also put in a photo gallery, which is really cool. It allows you to upload a lot of different images, and then the customers can really easily see them. We're going to talk about the web apps section in just a second. But as you can see, web apps are also in these sections, and they're underneath the applicable section, I guess, as you'd say it. And so these are really easy. Basically, they're click and drag. So you find the place on your website, and then you drop it in. It'll ask you for if you have a Picasa website already or a Picasa user login already, you'd type that in, and then you'd click Save, and your Picasa photo album would be there. So those are really great functions to use for your website. And I'm going to show you actually how to install a Skype widget so that customers can easily contact you. So I'm going to go down to Contact and Communication. And as you can see, we also have Google Maps, we have Skype. The web apps are really cool because we've just added them in September, and we have over 70 web apps now that you can add to your website, and it really helps you make your website user-friendly and allows your customers to get more information about your website without having to call you. So we encourage you to use these really freely. They're all free within the Plus and the Premium packages, and they're really easy to use. So let me just go to, within my website, I'm going to want to install a Skype button on the Contact Us page. So that way customers that might want to contact us via Skype instead of having to call us. I already had it there, so I'm just going to delete it really quick. And then I'm going to go back to my Insert Elements section, and I'm going to go to Contact and Communication, and I'm going to click on Skype, and I'm going to drag it over. I'm going to want it right here. And then, as you can see, you can select from a lot of different buttons to use, and I'm going to click on this one. I can center it, and then I make sure to click, I have to put in my Skype name, which is Chesterbrook Cycles. And then I'm going to click Save. Now, your app you won't be able to view it until you click Page View down at the bottom, and then it will show you what it looks like to your customers. So this is a really great tool. All of these web apps work the same way. They're just a few clicks, and it's really quick and easy. Let me show you the settings section. So basically, this is the settings section, which you can change all the settings for your website. This is where you'd connect your domain, the domain section. This is where you can edit the HTML header, the information in the header. This is the favicon, which I think is really cool. As you can see up here, a lot of websites you might notice have a favicon. Like mine has this little bicycle, and One-on-One has the One-on-One logo. GoToWebinar has different, little favicon that you can put, and that's a really cool way to brand your company. And so you can actually do that right here, and so that's a really cool feature, I think, as well. We also have, this is where if you want to change your copyright at the bottom of the page, as you can see down below, yours will probably come saying my website, and you can change that right in this section. You can put in your own company name. And then this is where you would update your mobile optimization settings. So again, in the Plus and the Premium packages, you have the ability to make your website easily viewed by mobile phones. And so just make sure to click on Yes, Activate Optimization for Smartphones, and click Save. And that will make sure that your website is enabled for smartphones. Down in this section, Security, is where you can create a password for your website. If you don't want people to be able to see your website for some reason, you can create a password. You can also create password protected pages, so you can find one page. If you have one page that you want some employees to log into, you can also hide the login link at the bottom so that no one is trying to log into your website. Here's where you can update your search engine settings. So you can, if you know anything about search engine optimization, you can type in text that will help you describe your website to help you be found better within search engines. And then, as we were talking about before, another really great feature that was just launched within the Plus My Website package is our search engine optimization. It's called SEO Spotlight, and it's an SEO Spotlight tool. And once you start working in it, you'll have a level of optimization, which is really great because it's going to tell you how optimized your website is for search engines. And so once you're in there, you would just click Start 101 SEO Spotlight, and you will get to your control panel. Sometimes you might have to log in again to your control panel and then find the SEO Spotlight icon. So basically, SEO Spotlight is really great because you're going to give it you're going to plug in some information about your industry, where what kinds of products or services that you have, and then it's going to recommend some good keywords for you to use throughout your website. Once you get to the SEO Spotlight tool, you'll see a video, which I'm not going to play right now just in the interest of saving some time, but this will explain to you what SEO is and how you do it and why you'd want to do it. And this is a lot of really great information. So this will just explain, as you can see, because this is a My Website package and it's already connected to it, it's going to already put in my domain name. And then I'm going to click Start Setup. And as you can see, all of the setups are all of the steps to set up are up here. This is where I'm going to put in the name of my company, which is Chesterbrook Cycles. And as you can see, it's already said, okay, we know that your industry is a bicycle shop, so it's already done that for me. And then it's going to ask me what services I have, and it's going to suggest some, but I'm going to change some just to make it more applicable for me. So you can work within these. You can either keep the ones that they suggest, or you can change them for your business, mountain bicycle. And then you're going to select at the bottom whether you want to advertise in your local area, in your regional area, or to nationwide. So I'm going to click, I'm actually going to click local, and I'm going to type in Chesterbrook, PA. And then I'm going to click Next. And then this will bring me to the keywords that they're suggesting that I use within my website. And again, if you don't like any of these keywords, you can always select on one of them and change it so that it is, if you think that there's any that are more applicable to your site, and then just click Next, and then your website is basically, you're ready to start optimizing. So I'm going to click on Optimize Website. And then this is going to bring me to my really cool dashboard, which is all of the things that I need to start optimizing my site. It's going to show me lots of information. So if I'm very new and I don't really understand what SEO is, it's going to explain everything I need. It also explains how you can create a Google Places entry, which is really great because it allows businesses to really highlight their website and hopefully increase their search engine optimization. It'll also give you tips on what the best ways to work with your Google Places entry are. It's also going to explain how you can get your business listed on different business directories. This is really important. It's always important to make sure that your business information is correct within all the different business industries, because that will make sure that you're, again, working on your SEO this is going to give you all different kinds of information. Like here's the background knowledge. So this is going to be like an index for all kinds of words that might be helpful for you in order to better understand SEO. But the biggest thing is that this is where I would edit the content of my welcome page. And as you can see, it already pulled in the content from my welcome page. And so all you do is you click check status, and it's going to tell me what I need to do in order to optimize my site. So basically it's telling me that I need to edit the heading to include the keywords that it provided earlier. It's also, these keywords are up here if you forgot. It's also going to tell me that I need to add those certain keywords to different parts of the text. And then it's also telling me that the length of my text is really good for optimizing my website, which is really great. All you do is you make the changes within here and you click check again, and then it will proof it again. So in a nutshell, that's our SEO tool, which is a really great feature for the Plus package, and we recommend that you use it because it will definitely help you to increase your search engine optimization. As you can see, because I've done all of that already, it's already increased my optimization by 13% because I have more knowledge of what SEO is and how I can use it for my website.
So this is at the point where if you've gone through all this and you've gotten your site edited to where generally where you want it, one of the best things you can do to kind of see how your site is performing is to look at the analytics. A lot of people might not know exactly what analytics is or how to use it with regards to my website, so Hillary's going to talk us through pretty briefly about how you can access the analytics for your website and what all of those features mean in the dashboard that we're going to get to. Okay. Basically, you can find out just how many people are visiting your site per day, for example, where they're coming from, if they're coming from a Google search or from another website, how long they're spending on your page, what kind of browser they're using, if that's information that you'd like to know. So it's all very useful information of how you can kind of better tailor your site to the people that are visiting it the most. So once we get to the dashboard, you'll be able to see just all of the data that you can see.
Great. So actually, the way that you'd access Site Analytics is you would log into your control panel, and you would select the package. And then as you can see under Website Applications, you'd click on One-on-One Site Analytics, and that's going to launch the Site Analytics. Let's see if this is the right package because I want to be able to show you something that has some data in it. Okay, great. This is perfect. Okay, so basically, once you launch Site Analytics, it's going to give you your dashboard, and this is where you can see your visits over time, and it'll tell you, it'll show you which days you've had higher visits. You can also, the really cool thing about this too is you can move these around to make them just much more customizable for you, for the information that you want to see right away. I'm going to keep that up there because I think visits is really important. So basically, all of these pages are the background, and so this is all about visits, this page. This is all about where the traffic is coming from to my website. This is all about usage, which is also really important information. This is about browsers, so this will tell you which browsers your customers are using the most in order to find your website. And what you can do is you can take bits and pieces of each of these and then put them on your dashboard so that you can see everything on one really quick dashboard. Another really great thing about this is you can change to see per day, you can see per week or per month really easily with just the click of your mouse. You can also, if you have more than one domain, you'll be able to see the different domains that you have and the different site statistics, as well as you can change the time period. So if you made a change to your website on a certain day and then you want to see how that has affected your traffic, then you can change the time period by going here. It also has a really great calendar function, so it'll help you figure out, easily change the timing. And then over in the beginning of the dashboard, there's also, these are the pages that your customers access the most. And so that's really great because that's going to show you which pages are really working to attract your customers, and then it'll also tell you which pages aren't getting a lot of traffic. And that will help you better optimize and better, make your website much more user-friendly, so that way you'll get more visitors and they'll keep coming back. I think that's it for site analytics, but it's a really great tool. Again, that comes with the Plus and the Premium. Actually, no, it comes with all the packages, all 3 packages. It's included in your My Website package. So we encourage you to use that really often, because it will give you lots of good information on how well your website is performing.
Okay, great. And we are almost to the Q&A portion, but while we're on the analytics page, I did see one question come in asking what the bounce rate is. Basically, a bounce rate is this percentage right here, correct?
Yep.
Basically, if someone, for example, if we go to our website at Chesterbrook Cycles, if we're in Chesterbrook, PA, if there's a Chesterbrook, Georgia, that someone's looking for a cycle shop, and they come to our site, they'll see pretty immediately that it's not the right Chesterbrook, and they just bounce off the page without really getting an impression of the website. So the bounce rate kind of measures that. The idea is to have as many qualified visitors to your website as possible, and the bounce rate is kind of a measurement of that. So we kind of went through what you get with each package, everything you can do for editing your website. So I think that basically brings us to the Q&A portion. So there's our agenda. We covered everything there. And just to remind everybody, I've seen a lot of people asking, maybe they either got there late or they had to leave early, if this is going to be available later. It will be available later. I'll send an email to all of the registrants with a link to the YouTube page once we upload it there. Our YouTube, the one-on-one YouTube page is youtube.com/1and1. Also, you can see on this site we have an online success center. It's basically a resource for small and medium business owners that maybe don't know a whole lot about how to best manage their website or their web presence. There's a lot of articles on there, anything from analytics to SEO to basic website layout information. URL is just simply success.oneandone.com. You'll be able to find a whole bunch of articles on there. In addition to our YouTube channel, we also have a Facebook and Twitter account. Just like the YouTube channel, it's just facebook.com/oneandone, twitter.com/oneandone. So feel free to go there, ask questions if you have questions, get some more information.
I see actually a couple questions that I already just want to answer off the bat. I saw a couple of people asking about domains, and I wasn't really clear about this in the beginning when I went over the packages, but one domain comes with each package. So whether you buy Basic, Plus, or Premium, you get a free domain. You can choose from a .com, a .net, a .org, or a .info. So I just wanted to clear that up because I wasn't really clear, and I think that is one of the most, I think that's a great added value for this website, for your website, because a lot of people have to pay, $8 or $9 for a domain for the year. And then also we include free private registration. So if you want to make sure that you keep your company name and your information private, we also include that. So when you're registering for your domain, it'll ask you, do you want to keep your information private? And that's also included for free. A lot of our competitors actually charge a fee for that. So that's another really great added benefit for buying one-in-one, my website. I also saw a question about whether site analytics comes with hosting packages besides my website, and yes, it does. Site analytics comes with it's a feature for all one-on-one customers that have web space. So if you have a hosting package, you have access to site analytics, and you'll find it in your control panel.
One of the questions that I saw come in, I don't know if you know this off the top of your head, but someone was actually asking what layout this is called.
Well, we can find it. I can tell you right now what the layout is. I'm going to click on Edit Page at the bottom of the website to make sure that I get into editing mode, and then I'll click on Layout.
And this will also just be a good reminder, because we also have a few questions that came in after we did this part, just how exactly to get here. So
yeah, and then right here, it's going to show me all the layouts I can choose from, but if you click on this first arrow, you can click on Last Used, and that'll tell you what layout you're using today, what you used last week, what you've used 3 months ago. But right now I'm using, it's called Color Gradient. So hopefully that helps for the person that asked about the layout that I'm using right now.
And while we're in here, I did write down a few questions as we went. Someone asked about the copyright situation for the image library.
Yes.
Whether or not they're all copyrighted or if you're allowed to use them.
Okay, so you are allowed to use all of those images freely throughout your website for free. and you don't have to worry about the copywriting. We've taken care of that. We've purchased these images, and you don't have to worry about that at all. You don't have to name it or give it any credit, none of that. So that's another really great added value. And as I said before, for some people that might have missed it, in the Plus and Premium packages, we've just doubled our image library. Actually, yeah, we've more than doubled it, because we used to only have 12,000 images. Now we have 25,000 images for customers to choose from. And they're all really great professional images, and they all look great on the website. So please feel free to take advantage of that feature. Again, that's in the Plus and the Premium packages.
Someone was asking how many pages you get within my website.
Well, that's the really great thing about this. All of them, you can add as many pages as you want. So feel free to just keep adding pages. You know, most people don't want to have too many pages because they want to be able to just have as much information as easy to find on their website. But if you want to have 10 pages, you can have 10 pages. If you want to have 50 pages, you can have 50 pages. So that's fine.
A lot of people were asking after we went through the web app section. I think some of them might have been a little confused at just how to add those in. So would it be possible just to go through another example? Maybe,
sure.
Maybe YouTube or something?
Sure. And then one other thing I just saw in there, someone asked about the special promotion, the pricing. As I said, this month it's only available for the month of November, and that is that we're giving 50% off the first 6 months. So you'll pay half what you'd normally pay for the first 6 months. So again, you get a 30-day free trial. You're not charged until after your first 30 days, and then your first bill will be for half of what you normally would have paid. So, and you'll pay half of that for the first 6 months, and then the pricing goes up to the regular pricing after that. So a really great feature sometimes to have on your website is a document viewer. And as you can see, I already have one here. Again, if you're in your editing mode, you're not going to be able to see your widgets. So make sure that you go to view page so that you can see what they look like. But this is a web app that I've added here, and it's a document viewer, and it's allowed me to update this really cute like snob newsletter, I guess is what you'd call it. And basically the way that I added it to my website is I clicked on edit page. I will go over to insert elements, and then this will be under products and documents. And as you can see, I go down to the web app section. There's a lot of really great web apps to choose from. As you can see, if you're a restaurant owner, you can even add OpenTable web app to your site so that your customers can make reservations directly on your website. It's a really great feature that we're offering. We also offer Open Menu, which allows you to display your menu on your website so that customers can easily find what they want to eat before they even get to your restaurant. We also have a lot of really great industry apps for real estate, as you can see. Here's the PayPal app, and we also have Zillow and Urban Spoon. So basically, I'm looking for an app right now. I'm looking for Scribd, and I can't find it. So I'm going to go, I don't know if you just saw that, at the very bottom in the Insert Elements section, under all the web apps, under each section, there's a link called Browse More Web Apps. This will get you to our web apps catalog, and it will show you every web app that we have. And you can search up here by the web app name if you're looking for it to see. And so I'm going to search for Scribd right now. And there we go. It's going to show me Scribd. So this, and then once you click on it, it'll give you a really great description of what this web app will do for your website. It'll also show you on your, like, how it will look on your website and how it works on your website. And then down here allows you to see the rating. That since we've just launched these apps, we don't have very many ratings yet. And if you already have my website, you will not see these web apps yet. I forgot to mention this earlier. We will be launching these web apps to our existing customers, I believe, sometime next week. So keep checking back for them. As I said, they're only available in the Plus and the Premium packages. I'm sorry I forgot to mention that before. You're probably all looking for them in your website and you can't find them, but I promise you're going to be getting them within the next week or so. And you'll have over 70 web apps to choose from. And anyone that signs up for my website, anyone that's signed up since September should pretty much have all of the web apps. And we're going to continue adding more and more web apps every month. Here's where you'll be able to see what other customers have rated this app as. You'll be able to rate it yourself. And then here's some step-by-step instructions on how you can install this web app on your page. And then also some information about the company that is this web app. So I'm going to go back to the search section just to show you really quick. You can also choose by category, the category that they are in the Insert Elements section. And I guess let me show you really quick how to add the script since I didn't do that before. Okay, here we go. I found it. I'm going to add this to my website. So basically it's drag and drop. Click on it and you drag it over to the place that you want it on your website. You drop it in. And then every PDF document, so basically you can upload any type of file here, but any PDF document is going to have a number, a document ID. You'll just click save and it'll be up. So it's really easy. It just takes a few clicks, and then you can add lots of content and really cool, engaging things for your customers.
While you're editing the text or anything else on the website,
Right.
does the site stays online?
Oh, no. Your site is live while you're making these changes, but not until you click log out will your changes be made for the customer.
Okay.
So feel free to work within your website freely, and nothing will be changed until you actually log out.
I saw a few questions regarding, actually both questions regarding if they have one package, how easy it is to upgrade if everything kind of carries over when they upgrade to the next level.
Yes, it does. You will. So if you start out with a basic package and you upgrade to a plus or a premium, everything will still be the same, but you'll just see that you have much more editing capabilities. You'll see all the web apps included. You'll be able to use the image library then, the SEO Spotlight tool.
Going back to the topic of SEO, we kind of used just a short example of keywords when we put it in. We put bicycle, Chesterbrook, something like that. Someone asked if you have to put bicycle and bike, the two variations of the word. The answer would probably be yes, just because when you're coming up with keywords for SEO, you want to think about how people are going to be searching for that. So half of your customers might be searching for bicycles in Chesterbrook, half of them might be searching for bike in Chesterbrook. So you want to be able to capture both of them. There isn't really, there is a problem if you overdo it because you can kind of be seen as spam, but you want to kind of capture as many people as you can with your search terms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I see another question. What's the main difference between the Plus and the Premium package? The main difference is that with the Premium package, you get SEO service, which means that our SEO experts will go in and they'll optimize your site for you. So they'll put in all the applicable keywords. They'll walk you through step by step on how to make sure that your content is good for search engines. They'll also monitor it, and you'll be able to see it through your control panel, how your SEO is doing, and they're really there to help you. So it's a really great service, and that's why we have that in our premium package. Let's see, how many of your own photos can you add to the photos page? You can add as many pictures as you want. So feel free to use as many images as you want. There's no limit. You have unlimited traffic and unlimited space. So don't worry about going over your quota. I'm sure you'll be fine. Let's see. Oh, props to Ryan the intern. That's hilarious. Yeah, so that is our intern who created our website, and he did a really great job, actually. Let's see. Any other questions? How do I transfer information from an existing website onto the new site? Okay, so that's a really good question. So with my website, it's going to be some work because you are working with a new system, and I'm assuming you're going to be transferring your information from a different provider, and because it's not the same, you're going to have to cut and paste things. But the really easy thing is that as long as you have all of your text in a Word document and all of your images available on your computer, it's really easy just to upload all of your images and also to add in all your text. Because as I said before, you just click on the text section, you copy and paste it in, and it's really easy and you're done. So it will take some initial work again, but you know, getting a website up and running, it always takes some work. But I think you'll see that it'll be a really great feature for you. So.
Yep, and once you're in there and you're kind of moving things around and testing the waters a little bit, you'll find things get a little easier. Once again, we're kind of wrapping up here at 2 o'clock. If you have any general questions, you can feel free to check out our Online Success Center. It has a lot of articles about SEO and website layout and social media and anything you might want to know. Success.oneonone.com. Again, we also have pages on all the social media channels, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, all /1n1. And that's pretty much we're gonna have to wrap up here. It's 2 o'clock. Again, I'll send out a reminder email and once the video is posted on YouTube, we'll send out a reminder that you can access it again. Feel free to contact us on any of our social media pages with your questions, and we'll try to get to everyone as best we can. Once again, we'll thank Hillary.
Thank you. That was great.
For going through everything, and I hope everyone learned something, and we'll keep you up to date with any new information. Thanks, everybody, and take care.